Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's get the show on the road. Ignore the active run. I actually just accidentally clicked start run. I was looking at the expert challenges, trying to think of different clan combinations to make winning runs happen. Because last time we did True Champion and Overcharged on a whim, but now I've had a little bit of time to think about some of these challenges. And I think the first one I want to do is going to be an easy one. No champion, no problem. Your champion is gone. Remove champion. But use the extra starter unit banners along with double triggers to win anyways. So we get more unit banners and triggered abilities trigger an additional time. This includes incants. This includes rejuvenate from the awoken units. And because we have more banners, we can select more of those units. So I really do think that we should do both Awoken plus Stygian and try to make this work, because I think it would be pretty good. So let's do it. We'll go Awoken, Stygian. We're gonna have no champion, so I don't think the order really matters. Well, it might matter a little bit. We'll start with the Awoken for maybe more heals, and we'll depart on this run. Raw Egg White, you have a good day or a good night. I'm sorry you're not gonna stay for the Monster Train, but I got extorted into playing Monster Train with no Gungeon on today's recording, so that's unfortunate. You can blame Twigbreaker for that one. So we get Restoration Detonation, Crit Builder, and Ensnare. We also get Consume Seraph. I think that's okay. Twigbreaker says, stop saying that. You did it though! We all know it was you. So we actually get 2 banners up here. And that's it, okay. So it's not you get additional banners everywhere, you only get 2 additional starting banners. Because this is Limbo, it's the beginning area. So we can at least take 2 units before we do anything else. So let's check out the artifact. Good Stings. Spell weakness when an enemy unit enters the train. I don't know which one of these to take. The stings are very good if you can get them, but spell weakness, like since we don't have a champion, we're not going to be able to play spell weakness much. So really, this is a 50% chance of applying the only spell weakness we're ever going to get. And we have no stings, so the spell weakness could be good for, making frozen lances, crit builders, and restoration detonations do a bunch of extra damage. Don't forget about the restoration detonations. So we'll take the spell weakness, even though I don't love it, and then we're gonna search for triggered abilities, which are purple. I don't know why it had to load so much, but Guard of the Unnamed has an incant, so that'll trigger twice. Then we'll go for the Awoken unit, and there is no triggered ability here, but I still think we like both of these. I think Shattered Shell is very good. Make them quick, all of a sudden they're getting kills every single floor. Quick plus, the 5/10 upgrade is amazing, gives us a good upgrade target. The Husk Hermit is tankier and does more damage, but the Shattered Shell can deal more eventually, so I do like the Shattered Shell more. So I don't think we got ideal choices there. Maybe you could get the starting relic that's like double incant triggers, and I don't know if that would trigger them 4 times or 3 times, but that would still be amazing. But I think we are in a very good spot. We have a tank that has double incant. We got a good sweeper. Let's see what we can do here. So honestly, I'm of the opinion that we should probably just incant once to get 6 armor. Yeah, that worked pretty well. I don't think we have anything that can kill the gold unit if it spawns in the middle, but we got a little bit lucky that it did not spawn in the middle. You guys are doing a lot of damage. I need to play some spells. I could just ice you and then take 9, but you're only doing 16. I can very easily handle that 16. Unfortunately, I don't really have much else to do, but I'm already liking this armor unit. He can put up a lot of armor every single turn. I don't like this. I can make you stay there for another floor, but you know, you're kind of gonna wreck me, I think. We'll just play our units around. Hope that either we can kill the boss or we can kill those units up there. You're doing 88 though. This will ice one enemy unit. I can make you hit the pyre for 7. Actually, no, you're gonna hit the pyre for more than that because of the damage shield. Ugh. Well, you're dying to the sweep. You do 5 damage. I can actually block 1 attack per frozen lands, which will increase the damage by 20 per frozen lance. Good. So I'm very glad with how that worked out because now our pyre is taking none. Fantastic. And we like those unit drafts. I need more units. More units! Razor sharp edge. I do like this. You can make it holdover and free and then, you know, get the incant every turn. Put the big units in the back. Vine Grasp is good for killing backlines though. We have no targeted spell damage. Crypt Builder is our best spell. Restoration Detonation is nice, but it's, again, still not targeted. You can only hit the front enemy units. I think I will take 1. I mean, maybe we'll get a Dante. You never know. You never know. We will take Offering Token. And then Thorn Hollow is kind of what I was looking for. It kind of takes the place of the Guard because they're both guards, but Rejuvenate will trigger twice, so we'll gain double spikes. We won't gain, you know, double +1/+1 out of this, but I still think it's a good option because you can just dump your regens on this unit and then everything in the back just gets stronger. The Animus is also a pretty good call, but I think a Thorned Hollow is pretty good. I still want Sirens of the Sea because they are +2/+2 incanters. If we can get them, we're gonna be very happy. Ooh, not quite. But do we need another guard? I think we can take it because then we'll have 1 guard per floor. I don't think it's that good of a take, but I think we should grab units whenever we can. Quick. Actually, like a 10 out of 10 pickup. And I'll be honest with you, I do want to give that unit +5/+10 because then they will do at least 5 damage on their first shot, killing all the support units. So I could give them +10 attack, but then they're a little bit vulnerable to sweeps. +5/+10 is a little bit better, I think. We could also just take the +10 and be like, okay, sure, you know, if you die, whatever, we'll try to keep you alive, but maybe we won't. I think actually maybe what I'll do instead is just give the Hollow a little bit more base health just so that they can live longer, and we'll say that's probably good enough. But before we hit Seraph, we do need to make sure that guy gets +5/+10. This is also going to make it hard to kill units with our sweeper. Maybe we should have done something about this. But if they attack me and die to the thorns, I'll still be okay with that. Well, they're not doing anything on this turn, huh? And they're going to haste up to the top, which is really annoying. Well, I could kill 1 and then take 11 damage, but then we'd gain 12 armor. I don't think this is You had spell weakness. That's great. I don't think that was particularly good, but we killed 2, surprisingly. Damn, do I want to kill you. That's fine. 3 damage to all enemies. That doesn't seem that worth it. Man, I really wish I could kill you, but we'll be dazed at the top floor. I think what we should do is put down the Shattered Shell here. We'll put down the Thorned Hollow. We'll start buffing them. We're kind of messing up this floor a little bit here. Oh, you're gonna make it up to the top, aren't you? Well, whatever. We're kind of messing it up a little bit here, but I still think this is okay. I'll just put the regen on you just so you can heal a little bit. Heal you big time. We'll keep you around so maybe we can kill you with a spell. Dump the train steward. Our Pyre's gonna take a little bit of damage, but it's only taken 5 so far, which is like not bad at all. I really do want to kill you. I can with a razor sharp, so I will. You're dying to the sweep unit, which is pretty good. We are taking some damage from the thorns though, but that's some good healing. You're gonna make it up to my thorny boy, and I think we'll make it out of this just fine. We're not getting that collector gold, which sucks, but you know, oh well, it is what it is. Still need more units, and we still need better units. I think a Glimmer is fantastic. Sting is also good, but I think you gotta go Glimmer. Mud says, what is the challenge? No champion. We got 2 additional units though, and double triggered abilities. So double incants and double rejuvenate triggers on awoken champions. Not champions, but the awoken units. I think another offering token is pretty good. I really want to be able to hit those free cards. And the Awoken Hollow is kind of the +1/+1 I was looking for a long time ago. You got to admit the Rejuvenate gain spikes too is pretty good because it's 4 damage. I think we'll keep it. So I think we'll skip this. Are we okay with the units we have right now? We need more damage dealers. I don't really think Cold Celia is the type of damage dealer we want. We do have a sweep unit already, which I think is good enough. I think we'll just skip this. We already took the Thorned Hollow and upgraded him, so that's gonna be our Awoken Tanky unit. Probably like a Thorned Hollow, Shattered Shell in the back, or... No, actually, I do like that combination. We need a Siren of the Seas, really what we need. So I'm gonna say no to that. Good night, cabbage boxes as well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. So we could duplicate a card or upgrade. There's nothing really to duplicate. Let's go upgrade path again. We still need to upgrade our units better. I still think you skip this. We don't need another sweep unit. So let's just upgrade the ones that we have. Incant gain armor, so now it's 8 armor instead of 6 per incant. That's actually pretty okay. I don't think we need spikes on anything, so I think we're just gonna ignore that. Pretty bad floor. Energy. You gotta love the energy. It's one of the best artifacts. Once you hit like a Ascension 17 or something, yeah, 17 where you get the second dead weight. Because it's just free energy. I'm not saying we have expensive cards, but now with 5 energy we can actually play the hammer cards, which I already forget the name of. Crit builders. Without having anything else to do anything else on the floor. It's pretty good. So, definitely just gonna incant the crap out of this guy. And he's pretty tanky. He's not the good incant unit, but I think you just gotta play your cards. You know, you can't stall for too long. You do have double explosions, so we're gonna put Thorned Hollow Guard up here. I hate to say it, but I think the Guard is our best unit because it's our only other, you know, chosen unit. So we're gonna do that. We are going to Offering. Didn't get what we wanted, but this Train Steward, he's gonna block all the hits, which is fine. Will ensnare, you know, anybody really. And at the very least, you know, we have this guy in the back being an armor guy. Maybe we want him in the front because he's gaining, you know, armor over time. But at the same time, this floor is a little tough. At the same time, you know, the Thorned Hollow has spikes, so you kind of want them to be hit, and if they get hit, their health can just be rejuvenated, which I think is even better. Anyways, you're both dead. I think we will put some regen on you. Spikes 4, spikes 8. You're gonna have spikes 12 in a second. We'll dump a Train Steward. The armor on this guy is actually pretty good right now. It'll get better. It'll get better. I do hope we draw a Crypt Builder. We might want to actually draw the Crypt Builder up here if we can, just to kill some freaking units. Well, I guess that's okay. You're all dying. You're all dying to the quick unit, so don't even play anything down here. Oh, it's fantastic. Clong, 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 clong. You love to see it. All of these kind of tankier units are going to make it up, although we do have a Crypt Builder we can play. We can only play one, but if we play one, we might be able to get a kill on this guy. I really just wish I had a spell to kill you. I think we just gotta live with it, essentially. Okay, 1 is gonna hit the pyre for 2, who cares? Final wave has happened. There's our Vengeful Shards, so, you know, we knew that they were gonna happen at some point. I think we just give you damage, you more armor, taking 404, it's pretty good. Spaceman says, I feel like the Awoken Hero is quite replaceable. The Awoken Hero is just a Thorned Hollow or Thorned Animus unit that's already been buffed several times. Because we already have 120 health, max, and 40 spikes. Yes, we have double spikes due to the challenge, but still. Like, that's really the change. Dung 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 dung, dung 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 dung, dung 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 dung. Anyways, I think we're gonna be just fine here. I love hearing those incants, but I do need, like, again, a Siren of the Sea or something that can be in the back. A channel song kind of helps fix that problem, though, because we can make a big unit. Incant Rage is also pretty good, because it's Rage 4. Although Incant Draw 1 and get -5 is also interesting to draw through your deck fast. But let's take a Siren and maybe put a multi-strike on him. We need capacity for putting 3 Incanters on 1 floor. And if we can put multi-strike on the Siren, we're gonna love life. But here's the question, what do you go? Where do you go? Do you go left? Do you go right? I kind of want a holdover. I also would like another unit, and I would like to remove Train Stewards. So I think we're gonna go this path. We could remove Vengeful Shards, but I've never had a run where those really made that much of a difference, having them in the deck. We don't need these units, though. We have tanks, we have a sweeper. If it's not Siren of the Sea, I kind of don't want it. And we did get holdover, which is incredible. Now you could hold over and snare to keep an enemy in place, or an offering token to get it once a turn. Or razor sharp edge to get it once a turn. I feel like you want the offering token. And then we'll make a razor sharp free. It's another good holdover target if we can get it. Bum 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 bum. Twigbreaker says, I feel that way about the Umbra Champion. It being replaceable? Nah, 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 nah. See, the Umbra Champion is ultimately either, if you get the trample one, a initially better version of units that might even be better than their final form, unless you have like a Overgorger, or it can get stronger than any other unit due to the massive gorging abilities, I think. Okay, 6 capacity, we could put a Nameless Siren here, could put a Shattered Shell down. It would kill all these minions. Let's go Shattered Shell. Nameless Siren, Thorned Hollow, and I could give you Rage, or I could just let you get another kill on your sleigh. Kind of wonky floor positioning, but I think this works. We just gotta be able to, kill these guys as they move up, which we can do. can do, but it is sketchy. You're doing 27 damage? Oh, dude, I didn't even think about it. Slay is a triggered ability. He's getting double the strength bonus whenever he gets a kill. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. So I need you to die. Then we will play the guard. Then 1 restore gives the Siren 4 attack. No, it's 4 rage, which is 8 attack, which gets a kill. We're already getting a kill, actually, so we don't need to worry about that. We'll just ice you. Dump a train steward. Everything is going just fine. Our sweep unit is getting just a buttload of kills. Weirdly enough, the guard does go at the back. The sweep unit is going to be able to kill all of these units on the next turn, so I really don't think you play anything. Like, I could play Crypt Builder for an incant or to kill the Clip Defender. I think it doesn't matter. I think you just let the Shattered Shell kill everything. Channel Song can't hit anything, it can only hit a Train Steward, which is in our hand. But everything else is getting toasted. So we'll just restore. We're gonna leave the Shattered Shell to kill these units. That Shattered Shell, man, it's so good. Honestly, I kind of want you to have some health. But I think maybe the spikes is honestly better. And we could wait on the channel song, I suppose. Bum 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 bum. A disposable account. I assume someone parted with 50 bucks. I mean, I made the deal that I would play Monster Train instead of Gungeon today. I stick by my word. We got our holdover. I do still want it next turn. We definitely should play Ensnare. I think we might want to buff the guard. We could also buff the Shattered Shell, but it's already doing enough damage. Let's buff the guard to make it do something useful next turn. And then we'll, you know, play this, get an incant, We're not really incanting properly because we want all the incants on a single floor, but again, I kind of had to just play cards where they fell. You'd have spell weakness, so this does 100. They're taking 325, which is pretty good. Let's Offering Token. We don't need a Frozen Lance. This is free. And it does 120 damage, which means you're actually dead because of the regen. That's pretty good. And that guy has 112 armor. He's a good tank. I don't know what we need though. Like, we need multi-strike on units and we need to play them on the correct floors. I think a Bramble Lash is perfectly acceptable. Do we really need a Guardian's Amulet? I think we do because of the fact that we can discard it with the holdover Offering Token. Ideally, we'll, you know, draw the Offering Token on the right turn. But then we can either go spells or units. I mean, the units need to be upgraded. The spells need to be upgraded. How would the spells need to be upgraded? How would the units need to be upgraded? We would like +5, +10, I think, on the Shattered Shell. Another holdover Offering Token is acceptable, a holdover Razor Sharp Edge. But units, basically, lots of damage, lots of large stones. Maybe not large stones, because I don't necessarily want to have a hard time placing units, but health. Health, damage. But there's a free artifact over here. I'm gonna go the free artifact path. I really want to see what this gives us. Consume, restore 5 pyre health. We consume 1 card. Or gain 7 energy. We don't need more energy. We have enough. None of our units cost 2, right? Yeah, the Thorn Hollow is just 1. So I think maybe you just go restore 5 pyre health. It's a very minor trickle heal, but it's okay. And we can also just make a restore consume, which will give us a little bit more of a trickle heal. We'll make Bramble Lash cheaper because it is insane good damage. Double stack, I gotta admit, double stack sap is pretty decent. Plus 10 magic power, you're putting that on a glimmer. Spell cost -1. Put this on, we could put it on the amulet to make it more playable. We could put it on the glimmer. I would like the glimmer to be played like every single turn, honestly. Make it holdover and then it would heal, incant, etc, etc. Bramble Ash is really good damage and we need a way of doing more damage, so maybe making this holdover would be better than the glimmer being holdover. Alright, let's make the glimmer free. If we can hold over the Bramble Ash, I think on the floor with the Thorned unit it would be a little bit better because it's very quickly going to do, 200 damage. 5 heals is 200 damage with that card. I think that's the math. So I think this is okay. Armor 15 does suck. It's going to be hard to get kills with the sweep unit, but we can enable that with a little bit of trickery. That or the Razor Sharp Edge card that we have, whatever it's called. So I do like 6 capacity, but I'm thinking maybe if we go guard here. I can kill 1 unit at the bottom, but these guys get stronger as they move up. May I change the title to Sponsored by Twigbreaker Stream? Do it, Mud, do it. I think we're gonna put the guard here, Train Steward there, slowly work on icing a unit, get an incant. Not a very good turn 1 draw, but we're waiting for specific units. And this is a pretty good unit. I think we should put the Nameless Siren down and incant. So that's a 25-35 free guard who's gonna go at the front and be a tank for us. Actually, he's not gonna be at the front. I'll put him 1 back. That way he can live longer. Then I think we're just gonna buff this floor. The rage gain is pretty sweet. Okay, nothing's making it up for the most part. We're gonna need more damage at some point. There's our units, Okay. You are taking 14 damage, and you are living and gonna hit the pyre. Okay. Shattered Shell. Thorned Hollow. I'm gonna have to find some way of killing these guys. Like, I could just ice you, but these guys are all living. I could ice you, but you're only doing 8 damage. I think I gotta get ahead of this floor. If I get ahead of this floor, I can spend more time on the top floor next turn, I think. So I am thinking that well, I mean, you still have like full health. The sweeper ain't doing none. I can kill a couple of units down here at least, but it's gonna make those guys deal more damage, which doesn't really matter too much. The spikes is decent too. I mean, with the spikes, we're getting a kill on this guy, which I kinda like. Oh, the sap! You gotta go sap. That's how you keep everything alive up there. Okay. We're making it work, And, well, no one's getting a kill up there if I do that. I think you gotta play the Glimmer down here. And we'll start stacking up some spikes to kill more units. But yeah, the armor made it so that the sweep unit can't get any kills. And we took a lot of pyre damage. I hate these guys that make everything stronger. In fact, killing him is gonna take like all of my actions on this turn, which just blows. So yeah, our pyre is a little worse for wear here. We're gonna take another 12 damage. Not if I ensnare you though. Not if I ensnare you. So because we have the incants here, it's tempting just to play Offering Token. But thinking maybe we could get something good there. I really don't care if you live for a couple of turns, so honestly I'm just gonna buff you, heal you, play a Frozen Lance. The bottom floor is just gonna wear him down a little bit. You've been rooted, so hopefully we can kill these guys on this turn. The sap totem definitely helps. They're taking 275. They're taking 535. The game is like slowing down with all the incanting. Now you're dead. Okay. Okay. 51 damage taken. I mean, when you put it in that terms, it actually doesn't seem that bad, does it? 51 damage? That's not too bad. Incant Armor 1, so it'd be Incant Armor 2. Hard to play, but we do have like 1 additional capacity on 1 floor. I think I'd rather just have the Tome though. Mollusk Mage is also nice for really great regens. I mean, it turns the regen 2 into or the heal 2 into a heal 9, which is pretty sweet. But I actually kind of think of duplicating the Sap card. Sap 4 for free, plus we get a little bit of healing. We're probably gonna save the money anyways. So let's heal up. See what we get from this. Okay, well, okay. The Siren at the back never gets hit, so we could give them multi-strike, and then their rage is doing double damage. We need more damage. This is a very good way of getting more damage. So I think the Hellhorn Tome might actually be worth it. The fragility sucks. I don't know if armor blocks it, but the Siren doesn't have armor anyways unless we give them an upgrade that gives them armor, but I still want to give them multi-strike. But I guess we could give them multi-strike plus like Incant gain 1 armor, and that would be good enough. We could duplicate the card, but I'd prefer to upgrade it. Could duplicate Channel Song, but I really think you just duplicate the amulet. We have so much energy. We have 5 energy every turn, which means we can play the Tome. We can play the Sap for cost, but we still need more cash and more units and more upgrades, etc., etc. Rage. Oh god, the rage sucks so bad. Well, I can at least get 1 kill down here. How are you? Oh, right, because you're only taking 6. I kind of hate that I put you down here now because it's going to be hard to kill you. But we'll, I guess just do some damage and put a regen on you for no reason. That's a pretty bad turn. This guy is making it to the fire. I'm telling you right now, this 102 health minion, there's nothing I can do about him. He's making it up. The only thing I can think of is like maybe get the Siren. I don't know how this would change the numbers at all, but maybe it would. It doesn't. But we'll still play all of our minions where they need to go, I suppose. But yeah, this guy's gonna hit the pyre 4 times, so we're probably gonna take 24 damage. Unless we sap, so... You gotta go there. You gain armor, but if I offering token, I can kill you. I cannot kill you with an offering token. It's tempting too, because I do want to... I can't even keep you alive. I do want to get value from the sap up here, because we're going to take pyre damage. I suppose I don't really mind if the Shattered Shell lives. It's just annoying that the shell is going to die, and he's like a very good damage dealer. Hey Jack Sturb, how's it going? No, I started with Monster Train today because I got extorted by Twigbreaker. I'm gonna keep saying that because I find it amusing. We can still play Crypt Builder to kill you and then do 35 damage to you, even though it's not that good. Although Glimmer does pretty good, and you get a lot of rage from that. But I think we gotta just play the sap and then play the Crypt Builder down here. because I can't kill the Clipped Guardian. I can't even really do that much damage to him, but I want to see what we draw off of this. Well, an unplayable card is not really what I wanted, but we'll at least do as much damage as we can to you, which is pretty good. We'll sap up here. Kind of also think that maybe we should just Glimmer to get the spikes built up a little bit. Even though this is still good damage. And we do need to ice this guy eventually. Who's gonna get the Slay? The Guardian? I don't mind that. This makes you a 77-10. You're gonna get a little bit more damage. You know what? Actually, I like the Glimmer up here. It gets this guy down to exactly 90, which means he's not gonna hit the Pyre once. And with the sap, we're not gonna take much damage at all. Maybe 2 to 6? I didn't run the math, it was 6. Once I get enough bits, I will extort Abe to pet the dog, says AB0020. Do it! Oh no! You're a sweep and you're gonna kill my Siren because I saw this coming. Well, our high damage dealing unit is going to die. Nothing we can do about that. This is why we need armor on her to deal with sweeps. I didn't expect a 40 damage sweeper, but at the same time, this guy, Oh, you got hit by the rage from Fell. You didn't get a kill? Ugh, you're annoying. Well, we can at least do a bunch of damage to you. This is fine. I'm trying to think, like, if I play a spell down here, does it even do anything? No, because you sweep, you're gonna kill my rage unit before they can do anything. We're just gonna hit you for 30. That's it. This is looking like a not great fight, admittedly. You're taking 8. This heals you for 10, but also makes you take another 4. So you're still gonna die to the Pyre twice, or after 2 hits rather. We need to do more damage. And then the Fell just follows you up. It's like, here, you probably need a little bit more damage, right? At least with 1 restore, you're dead. So I'm just gonna kill you. You suck. We healed because of the consume. We heal because of consume. Let's go. Let's not worry about the Pyre health so much now. I just realized. Did we consume Channel Song? Yes. There's another sweeper moving up, but honestly, we'll just put you out there to do some more damage, and then just hit you, because that's what we do. You're making it to the Pyre. Hate it. Well, we got another sap. Restoration Detonation kills you, then we can sap and then play the Crit Builder for 120 damage on you. So the top floor is done, but then the second floor is still making it up, and we gotta find a way of dealing with it. We have a Bramble Lash, we can use that on the Clipped Guardian and then play Crit Builder on this guy to kill him, which seems a little bit better, doesn't it? So let's do that first. You're making it up, but I can deal with you later. Then Restoration Detonation gets a kill. Bramble Lash gets a kill. We're focusing really heavily on spells, I'm realizing, which is a little scary. I kind of want you to stay put. The problem is we're gonna have these units constantly be moving up. I might want to just ensnare you to keep you down. And if this is final wave, maybe I can ensnare you in the future to keep you down even more, but let's root you. We have to play the amulet somewhere. I think we'll play it down there. I think we got you. I think we'll probably draw a spell that can kill you. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, we drew a bunch of spells that can kill you. Now, unfortunately, you were rooted, but now you're still down here. But there's our free Crit Builder, which is nice. Can I just kill you with, like, spells? I think the answer to that question is no. So let's just play the free crit builder. Well, maybe we could now, but let's just play that there. Let's play, honestly, another sap down here. A glimmer here is pretty good. A glimmer here is also pretty good to weaken these enemies, but we're not getting the incant off of it. I don't know what we're doing with you. I think we want to stack up the sap here. We could have also put it on Fel to stack up the sap, but I think this is okay. I guess I want you to do more damage. Nothing here sweeps. Clong, 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 clong. I kind of want to save the spell weakness on you. Should have probably played this tome at some point, but haven't really found a good spot for it. So Bramble Ash, you want to see that next turn, not this turn. Nothing took damage, so we can't heal anything. I'm realizing Restoration Detonation doesn't really help the incant floor that much. And with our rage unit dying, we're very sad, because our damage is quite low. But we can still play spells. I really don't want to just kind of waste a Frozen Lance when we have Crit Builder coming up. Restoration Detonation coming up. So I'm just gonna play the Frozen Lance just to play it. And then, honestly, let's play this because it doesn't matter. Did not get a Restoration Detonation or a Crit Builder, but we have a chance to get him. If we draw Crit Builder, we'll play it for value. I think we're gonna die right here because this boss is kicking my ass. Well, if we don't die up here, I guess, but it is what it is. We should probably incant, but I should probably incant. Every spell's like 70 damage. So if the Pyre lives, it all comes down to our Thorny Boy. Okay, it all comes down to Thorny Boy. Now, multi-strike with fragility, probably not what we want, but we can play a Crit Builder. We can sap ya, we can Restoration Detonation, we can sting ya, we can restore, and you're dead. Okay, so all's well that ends well. 60 damage on the Thorn unit is pretty good. We really need to have that Thorn unit at the bottom. We do. Cycle of Life might be okay here, but our deck is so freaking thick. We want cheap cards that draw more cheap cards. We don't want a 3-cost card that takes a whole turn to play it. Well, we have 5 energy, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so I think we skip this. Ancient Synergy is a lot of damage, but again, we want to cycle through our current spells faster. I think it's too good to pass up. And then we'll take card draw because we have enough energy. And we are in desperate need of further upgrades, and we got to keep this rage unit alive. So we're going to go to the right path here. We're going to keep removing cards. Could remove the shards, but I think the 5 energy is worth it. We need the health on, well, we need the 5/10 on the sweeper. And then we need the health on the siren. Then we're gonna re-roll. Quick doesn't really interest me all that much on anything here. Multi-strike is exactly what I wanted on the siren, and all of a sudden, things are looking up. I think 5/10 is okay. And then we'll purge a card, but first let's check out the caverns. Playing a Blight card deals 100 damage to the front enemy unit. This is insanely good because we have Blight cards that we can play repeatedly, which means this turns into a 100 damage spell. I've never had this combination before, but it's always been something on my mind, which is that if you can get Blight cards, and we're gonna get more from the Seraph fight, then all of the 1-cost Blight cards are insanely good. So we're gonna take Ember Stasis. We have a way of doing additional damage. It's not a spell, but it's insanely good. We also get like 7 energy a turn until we get rid of the embers, but we are going to get rid of the embers. They're not worth it. But what's also not worth it is one of these frozen lances. So we're going to start thinning out the deck a little bit with purging. And we could put spikes on something. I'd rather wait. Even though we're probably just going to go for spell upgrades next. Plus 8 attack. Honestly, doesn't bother me because we do so much damage and we can tank a whole bunch. It does suck, but I think we'll be okay. We just need to put the sweep unit on the same floor as the Awoken Hollow. Now, yeah, they do a lot of damage, but this is like all I really wanted anyways. Although it is hard to play the Shattered Shell and keep them alive, but if we play them here on this floor, we'll have one more turn to deal with the enemies. And in fact, we could just give you multi-strike right now, or play Ancient Synergy to get 3 kills and then only have 1 unit up here. It's tough to decide on. I think the multi-strike is probably worth it. I could also keep you here, so you don't do damage next turn, but we've got to kill you at some point, right? So this is a bit of a tough one, because if I wait, we can get plus 18 damage, but then we're also going to take 15 from the explosions, which does kind of blow. I think you do want the sweep, though. And then I think we're just going to hope that we can put, a unit in front of this unit. This does buy us a turn. I actually do feel like the ensnare might be worth it. Any unit will do it, including the nameless siren, so they're gonna go down. And we don't want to play any spells up here, weirdly enough, because we actually do want this unit to get all the kills, but a restore will still work. Buffs the siren pretty nicely. I think a sap down here is okay. I also think a glimmer is okay to take less damage, but I think a sap is also just equally good. And a glimmer? Honestly, you have enough damage at this point. Let's just ice 2 units to make it easier to deal with. Okay, this does 100 damage. You're dying, which sucks, but we have a guard. We got a lot of stuff to play on this turn as well. In fact, I'm like, what order do we play things in? This is a little ridiculous. You getting more attack is pretty decent. This card is free. So let's get the guard out. You're dying. Not for long. You're gonna do more damage. You're taking 138, you're taking 69, huh? It's not per turn, or it's not 1 per turn. You can play 2 blight cards and get 200 damage out of this. So I'm honestly thinking that's what you do. I think what you do is you play both Calcified Ember and Vengeful Shard. You're gonna kill the front enemy unit. This guy's gonna take all the damage, and then we can just play the Thorn Hollow up here as like a final stand. We have no healing, so I don't think you play it down there. But then you purge this, you play this. Now you're taking 143. You're not quite dead, but you'll be dead pretty soon. As long as we can buff you with something. Or play a Calcified Ember, which I guess is also okay. Although you are all dying, but luckily we have stings for that. Okay. We have 6 energy. We also gotta kill you. I mean, if you do 17 damage to the pyre, it's actually not that bad. But we're also gonna play you up here. Okay, the siren's living. If we heal, you're probably gonna live as well. You're gonna take 15 immediately. If we play the stings, we can certainly live. I just don't want to steal this guy's kills. How do we kill you? Stings will do it, but again, I don't. Well, I mean, we could play the stings here for damage, play the restores here for incants, play the Calcified Ember here to do damage, and then this guy is getting all the kills on the next turn as well. Okay, I like that. So now everything's dead in 1 hit on the next turn. We'll heal you up as much as we can. You're still dying, huh? You're still dying? 5, 10, yeah, you're still dying. 5, 10, 15, plus 18. Literally one sting will keep you alive. So there you go. Now can we kill you with stings? Actually, no. You still play the stings, but we needed that last sting in order to kill you, but this is still fine. You'll hit the pyre for 17. Look, I hate it. You hate it. We all hate it. I still think it's the best. Okay, now you're dying. Well, we know what we have to do. We'll keep you alive somehow. We'll start with the offering token. Now you're living. I actually don't want to play that because I want the Shattered Shell to get the kill. I mean, he's doing so much damage. The Nameless Siren is also doing a buttload of damage. So I'm like, what if we Crypt Builder, and then what if we just play Restore, and then consume Channel Song? Now you're taking 14 because of the enemies that are exploding. You're already living, which is fantastic. Don't play Vengeful Shard up here. Do Incant. We do want to play the Sting. We don't need Restoration Detonation. Again, I don't want to steal kills from this guy. I mean, he's doing almost 200 damage. So we'll just Restore. Sting. I guess we should play spells up here. Also, the Thorn unit has no attack. But hey, look, it's you. Again, your minions are dying when they move up. I'm not worried at all. Let's get some incants done and heal. Root an enemy unit. There you go. Again, we're just incanting here. You might as well dump this, it's worthless. This is still good value. This is good value. We do a lot of damage with our units. We do like 500 damage a turn, which is pretty good. And you're dead, and we're not even dying. That's absolutely lovely. Just scroll just to make sure that the trample's calculating correctly, and then end turn. Okay. So again, I should have looked for consume cards, and I think we had one. Again, we took a little bit of damage, but we actually ended up neutral or healing, which is nice. Bramble Lash hasn't really done all that much for us. Invigorating Solution could be pretty good. It's a consume, it draws more. I do like it. Drain Sap, Preserve Permafrost, freeze a card in hand, consume spell weakness. I think Drain could be okay to maybe hit a Crypt Builder. I don't really like that it discards cards though. Permafrost could be good to play a better card in the future. I know I'm taking a lot of cards, but we have 6 draw. You know, we have stings. We have the draw card I added. We can maybe make it work. Now what do you do? Spells or units? Well, the Nameless Siren is upgraded. Shattered Shell is upgraded. We have 1 upgraded guard. We could heal, remove 2 cards, and upgrade units, or duplicate a card, get money, and go for spells. What spells? Making this cheaper would be really nice. Making this cost 3 would mean we could actually play it. But we couldn't really play it on a unit that might die is the problem. Like a unit that might get hit by a sweeper. Because I don't know what Consume Seraph does. I forget if they have sweep. I think they do. I think it's the Ember Drain Sweeper, so I really don't want Fragile on a unit that is like most of my damage. Did we purge all these? We got 1 left. I'm tempted to go unit upgrades. I just don't know what I would be looking for, you know? And as for spell upgrades, I don't know what I'm looking for there either. Just holdover so we can get good spells every turn, which is pretty good. And then duplication to duplicate, you know, like the best spell that we have. Like another Preserved Thorns, another Razor Sharp. I think we can go spells. But our units are suffering. Remove Consume. And cost 1 more. I mean, you gotta love Preserved Thorns. You could also try to make Channel Song holdover so you can play it every turn and get 20/20 on all units, but I don't know if that's worth it. Consume to deal 30 damage. Because of the Seraph we have, I think this is pretty good. We could draw a card every turn. Nothing here is like a 10 out of 10. This is probably gonna go on a restore. -1 is probably gonna go on, honestly, maybe like an Ancient Synergy. Holdover? If you hold over too many cards, you won't be able to play them because everything is gonna consume. But still, holding over, you know, another offering token is pretty nice. Maybe you get another Guardian's Amulet and you can inflict a lot of sapping. +10 magic power. Restoration Detonation is okay. Ancient Synergy is pretty good because it's 66 damage 3 times, which is lovely. Making this cost 1 is also pretty good, but if you make it holdover, it costs 2, and that's pretty much worth playing. And we might be able to kill the sweepers before they even attack if we take this, but we won't be able to play the tome, is the problem. I really like the idea of making another offering token holdover and taking a Guardian's Amulet. I really do, but I gotta think. Are the enemies in the fight for Monster Train the same from game to game? If you're talking about the Seraph fight, they are. It's the same type of enemies for each different type of Seraph. So Devour Seraph has... They're like 3 10s that add garbage to your hand, so the sweep unit can kill them. There's going to be 15 5s, I think. And then I think there's going to be a 4 health sweeper, which is really annoying to kill because I think he's going to have the tanky units in front of him eventually. So, we gotta think, do we want the card draw or do we want the holdover? The card draw is nice because we're gonna be consuming cards. We only have so many heal cards, but it's still worth it. I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think you look at the draw and you say that's pretty good, but we can still afford something if we buy it, right? Yeah. Yeah. We can't afford the holdover, but we can at least put magic power on, like, Restoration Detonation. Make Ancient Synergy cost 1, and then, I don't know, duplicate Ancient Synergy if we want damage, duplicate Sap if we want Sap. There you go. I duplicated the Sap. Look, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought about it for too long. We have 39 cards in the deck. Hey, you know what? We got a lot of spells to consume that do 30 damage when you play them. That's pretty good. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. But the Blight card does do 100 damage, which is pretty sweet. We also need our sweep unit down here. But we have a good spot for all of our incants on one floor at the top. So I'm thinking the Thorned Hollow eventually will have enough spikes to kill these enemies in one hit anyways, and they're a good focus for heal. So I think this is a good spot for them. And then a heal. How does this get 2 kills? Restore 20 health, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 5 times the amount healed. So it's gonna do 100 damage, twice, but then why are you dying? This card doesn't have trample. I'm trying to figure out why this says that you're dying. I think that's a mistake. You should not be dying. It consumed! I should have paid more attention. All right, so we did lose a card. Honestly, that's okay. I played you in the wrong spot! Alright, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. That's okay. You're just gonna die there, Mr. That's okay. It's okay. We want the siren up here. Well, now I suppose we could put the siren here on the bigger tank. You gotta play down here. Now you're getting so many kills. You love to see it. If I put the siren here, I can get 2 incants, but the thing is, this guy has more armor gain, but this guy's gonna live for 1 more turn when Seraph goes nuclear, allowing us to play more cards here. So I think we will stack on the top floor, even though I made this mistake. It's a bit of a dumb mistake to make, but I'll learn to live with it. You're gonna do a lot of damage on your sweep. You're not gonna get a kill immediately, but now you will. There you go. And then we'll just Bramble Lash you. I think you might as well. Well, no, you might as well consume this, right? If you play it here, you can kill this unit, then you can hit this unit hard, and then you can play the stings like up here for incant. I guess we don't have to play this. We might prefer to play the sap. I do not care. I want the rage gain, honestly. Well, now I gotta choose. What do you play here? You're doing 70 times 2. Not quite getting 2 kills, but I think we can get to the point where we're getting 2 kills. Well, I mean, if we play this, you're dead, but yeah. All right, you convinced me, game. You convinced me. We gotta play a little bit carefully here because I made that mistake of putting the guard in the wrong spot. Also, Channel Song, great card. Kinda might as well consume it though, right? Nah, we want to consume a Frozen Lance. Well, I mean, we do want to consume Channel Song, but it auto-consumes, so I think you play this to consume it. You guys have spell weakness, so this does incredible damage. You will die up here easily, so let's kill you with the Channel Song? Give you another Slay trigger, and then I know we're not playing our spells up there, but at the same time, oof. You love to see it. We'll incant at the top when we can. I want to incant up there, believe me. Now's a good opportunity for it. Don't consume your other restoration detonation. Consume the invigorating solution first. Okay, yeah, we're gonna play this up here. Dump the restore. Nothing is doing sweep, so I do think you just give this unit another hit. You could give the sweeper down here another hit, but I want the Nameless Siren to just obliterate. Now we're doing 170 to Seraph, which is pretty decent. We could apply Frozen to a card. We could Glimmer. I don't want to Glimmer. Let's hold the Glimmer. And we will silence. Then honestly, I am gonna Glimmer. You wanna know why? Let's kill some freaking units. Then we Offering Token. Then we Ensnare. Look at this. Now you're taking 290 on 1 turn. And that Siren is doing 300 damage. That's pretty good. You're taking 25. Look, it's gonna happen. Okay, now you're doing 333. You guys gotta go. I want this draw next turn though because of the spells that we have, but I guess we'll just, play the spells that we should play I consumed the wrong card. I didn't even think about it. I don't know, what did I consume? Razor Sharp, I did. I forget about it so often. I don't know why I do that. I'm just forgetful when it comes to remembering what card to consume and not consume. It's okay, we do a lot of damage, and eventually we're gonna apply a lot of sap to Seraph, so I think we'll be okay there. Now, I don't like taking 35. If we could avoid that, that'd be great. Don't consume a good card. Consume a restore. Then play other things. I have to remind myself here. Okay, now we're not taking that much. I think you continue to incant. We don't get Slade triggers, so I think this is a pretty good Glimmer turn. 2 damage? I think I'm okay taking 2 damage to just ice one of you. And then do you preserve something? We can play preserve in the future. I'd rather preserve a card that might be helpful. This is Relentless, we knew it was coming. You are taking 200 damage from our sweep unit, that's pretty decent. Okay. We have 2 saps, that's pretty good. Now you're taking 611. The sweep is doing most of the damage. Sweep and Thorn, so I don't really care that the Gilded Wing is living. I think another sap gives us insane value. You're taking 1,000, kind of what we wanted. Ancient Synergy does at least help kill units and make our life easier. If we're gonna do that, let's Restoration Detonation first though, so we can maybe bleed over some additional damage. I don't know if we're going to, but that keeps you alive for another turn. We actually can Offering Token again. We're not gonna draw something worth playing, so let's incant. And then we get a Sting to give us more draw. And you're dying in one hit and buffing the Shattered Shell, so I'm just gonna Sting up here. Okay, pretty good. And now I'm just hoping to get as many saps before they make it up to the top. Although we are doing almost 600 damage with 1 Siren, that's pretty freaking good. Pretty freaking good. We're not gonna get these stings again. I think you do ice this unit. We'll sting. It's worth playing sap on its own, but you get so much more value by playing it for free, because we can play more spells at the top. There you go. So then, you draw, that's fine. You incant, you incant. I think you accept 1 damage. Do you preserve something? You might as well preserve Crit Builder, so you can play it for free. Now what are you doing? You're probably dead. You're dead. We're taking 84 damage. That's not that bad. But remember, you know, we have Fragile on the Siren. Oh, it's a little blue crystal heart floating over her. You know, if she ever gets hit, she's dying, so the tank has to live, but we're living anyways. It's all good. Ensnare. Incant. Offering Token. Crit Builder. Then Glimmer. Okay, Offering Token, another Crit Builder. We're still taking 84 damage, but we have enough armor that we are living. And then Ember, Purge, Purge. Excellent. So that Siren was able to do it eventually. Good stuff. That's why I wanted the Siren. The +2/+2 would have also been acceptable, but with double incant, that Siren really does kick ass, huh? So that was definitely not a perfect run. Made plenty of mistakes, could have had better draw, could have had better unit selections in certain situations, but we made it work. And we gilded Invigorating Solution, because why not? New personal deck size record. That's a great milestone for 38. Good run. That's another expert mode challenge down as well. Let me just go and click on this. 3 in a row, that's nice. No champion, no problem. Not really that much of a problem when you have double incants and you actually have a deck that, or a clan combination that has a lot of incanting. I didn't even think about the Slade trigger being an incant, but, or not an incant, but being a trigger. But that helped the Shattered Shell to get pretty buff pretty quickly. Quick plus, you know, at least 5 attack on this guy, and then he was kind of balling out of control. He was doing 66 damage by the time Seraph was messing around. That worked pretty well. And this Nameless Siren went from 5 damage to like 256 by the time Seraph came around. Luckily, it wasn't buff debuff removal Seraph, but, you know, we would have built our deck differently had it been that. So, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.